Well, welcome back, everyone. It's Lights, Camera, Action. It's Make Our World Your Runway. This is the weekly show that interviews the most fascinating individuals from the world of modeling, fashion, beauty, business, and even the entertainment industry. And we have a very exciting show planned for you today. But of course, before we start our show, we like to make a few announcements. And we want to thank the sponsors that make this show so possible. So we want to thank Casa Calabria Restaurant, the Global Trade Chamber, 100 Successful Women in Business, Carlos Ibiza Photography, Lux Salon, Queen Beauty Network, the Tower Club, Royal Dames, and Vida Designs. So sponsors, thank you so much for making the show possible every week. And we do want to tell our viewers, remember to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel so that you can see all the shows from Make Our World Your Runway and Success Stories. And of course, I highly recommend that our viewers do tune in to Success Stories. This show features the most amazing women in the world of business and community service, from humble beginnings to successful entrepreneurs. These women will totally inspire you. And of course, as I tell you every week, get ready for some exciting conferences, speakers, and awards as 100 Successful Women in Business and the Global Trade Chamber are going to come to a city near you. And that city is coming up November 4th and 5th, and it's going to be in Miami, Florida at the DoubleTree Hotel. So we're calling all successful women in business because it's time to shine a light on your achievements. Now you can nominate yourself or a colleague for a chance to be honored at our special awards dinner gala in Miami, Florida. So let's come together to honor the impactful work of women in business and community service. Remember to claim the well-deserved award. Now you do need to be present in Miami at the awards dinner gala to receive the award. And of course, like we said, you can nominate yourself or a colleague for the 2025 reception award ceremony. And there's also going to be networking, conferences, business expo, fashion show, and Make Our World Your Runway. We'll go there live. Now, for all the information, you can go to the website at www.100swb.com. Now, these are free shows, but I have to be honest with you, they sell out very quickly, and they're probably very close to selling out. You also can be an exhibitor, and you can be a speaker, but you must go today and sign up. So once again, the website is www.100swb.com. All the information is there. Sign up today, and we look forward to seeing you in Miami, Florida at the DoubleTree Hotel. And now, as I always like to say, lights, camera, action. It's on to our show, Make Our World Your Runway. And of course, we have another exciting and special show planned for you today. And as all of you know, we just recently did the Miss International World Pageant, and we happen to have another title holder here with us today. She has the second highest title in Miss International World. It is Miss International World Global. She's also part of the Tower Club. So we do want to welcome Kelly Therese DesRoches, if I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, you got it.
Welcome, Kelly, to Make Our World Your Runway.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So what was your experience like at that event?
So yeah, that was my first pageant, and it was an amazing experience. I got to meet women from all over the world, right. And they're all successful leaders in their community. And like Miss Monaco, her and I connected on a really high level where she actually stayed an extra day and stayed with me. We had I had a couple of the girls that won, and we went to the beach and just kind of experienced Fort Lauderdale, my community, and had a great time. But yeah, it was great learning about what all the other women do for a living and how they impact their community, right. And just like the whole thing about raising money for the cancer research out of Nova University. And I know I won the plaque for that. I raised the most money, but it was nice that everybody else came together to raise money for it as well. And then like the parade of costumes, that was really unique.
Yes.
I got to see like a little bit of everyone's country and where they come from and learn more about them. The person who I was walking with, she's from Uruguay.
Yes, Uruguay, yes.
Yeah, and she didn't even speak English, but such a sweetheart. I connected with her as well. That was really nice. And yeah, no, it was just a great experience, and nothing that, like, in the movies and everything, you kind of see like miscongeniality and like how it is,
exactly.
But it's not like that at all. Like with your pageant, it was more of like women empowerment.
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's women empowerment, and I always say that. And in fact, our motto always says we're more than a pageant. more than just beauty. We are a way of life for all women because we empower through the crown. And our crown really has been the key to success for so many women, okay, around the world. In fact, Dr. Akshata Prabhu, who was our Miss International World going back in 2020, she's now been asked to speak at one of the big fashion shows, okay, in Europe. She also just took directorship from Miss Tourism. So our ladies have really gone on to so many different things. And of course, she is a director for us. And yes, you did win the People's Choice Awards from Pageant Planet. In fact, last night we were updating the website, and the girls from Uruguay came in today and they said, oh my God, the website is already updated with the 2025 winners. Al and I have more that we have to do this evening. Now we have to get you ladies up on the special page with the crowns and banners. But if you go to the front page, you will see your individual pictures there. So, you know, it's a lot of work. But again, I think that was one of the reasons why, going back about 3.5 years ago, I did get the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award because it was told to me, empowering women.
Yes.
Okay. You know, a lot of pageants and people get so misconstrued with that because they think that you ladies are just parading around in bathing suits and just parading around in clothes up there and don't do anything all year long. Okay. And that's a fallacy. And I have an interview coming up with Voyage Tampa magazine, which I do want to refer you to as well. And I was telling the gentleman there, I said, that is such a fallacy. I said, I have people, I said that, and I explained to them what you do with the Tower Club and the Royal Dames. And he was like, whoa. And I said, yeah. I said, if you know, right now, I said, there's a lot of turmoil within the pageant industry. I said, but we're trying to keep it copacetic so that people look at us and we can get in the real, I mean, we've been in the top 10 rankings, but I'd like to get to number 5.
Yeah, 100%. And a couple of your girls who have won in the past went on to Miss Universe.
Oh, God, yeah. I've had several girls that, Vanessa Gamoye went to Peru Universe. She made the top 15 there. Okay. Francesca Garcia, who we call Kika, that's her nickname. She went... She went to Chile. She was the first runner-up in Chile Universe. Okay. We also just had Estefania Snyder went to Columbia Universe. I'm trying to think who else went. There was at least 4 or 5 of them that really went on to Miss Universe. Amy Diaz went on to Miss USA, which will go on to Miss Universe. She made the top 10 there. Wow. So, which was great. So I'm very proud that these women took the next step.
Right.
And that's the whole idea. In fact, when I had Tracy Kemble on my show, who owns the Mrs. Globe organization, who I worked with for 5 years, she said, Angela, she said, it doesn't matter if it's you, it's me, or it's someone else. She says, but we're giving these girls an opportunity.
Yeah.
Just we're opening doors for them to walk through. And that's the whole thing with this. It's just not about the modeling. It's about what doors can be open. It might lead to somebody's career. Let's put it that way.
No, 100%. Yeah. Like in that crowd, I think we had 160, 170 people, but majority of it was Tower Club members.
Tower Club members,
CEOs, presidents of different companies, magazines, South Florida Business Wealth. Like there's so many opportunities, and when they see these ladies, maybe they have a connection in their database that they can refer to.
Right.
We had the ambassador there. I had the former state Secretary of State under Arnold, California.
Right.
He was there with his wife. And
yes.
So the ambassador and him connected. It was a very great networking opportunity, not for just the crowd that was there,
right.
but the ladies too, walking in and competing. So it was really great.
Right. Well, look at this. Okay. We're sitting here at the Global Trade Chamber office, and of course Maria heads up 100 Successful Women in Business. Now look at yourself. You're going to be getting the award, 100 Successful Women in Business. So look where that led to. Marianne is getting the award, okay? I definitely want to see that Alexandria gets that award. And Maria just said to me, she's wonderful. She's so nice, because we've had her here, okay? So again, you have an award like 100 Successful Women in Business. You'd be surprised the companies that they get involved with, and it just snowballs.
Yeah.
Okay, you just never know.
It's the rooms that you put yourself in. And that room that night, it was wild.
Exactly.
How many great people were there.
It's just like in Palm Beach, and I met him through a mutual friend of mine, through a magazine, Dave Arenberg, who was the Palm Beach State Attorney for 12 years. We became very good friends, and he knows Mayor Trantalis very well. When I told him just recently, I said, Dave, I said, through the association that we've had, I said, I just got the proclamation. I said, from the city of Fort Lauderdale. Oh my God, I thought he was going to come through the phone. And when he just wrote a book, okay, and I've got to get him on the show, and I've got to get him with us. And when I walk in a room, he doesn't call me by my first name. He goes, Miss International World is here. And he stops the whole audience. I'm like, Dave, wait a minute. He goes, no, she's here. And when he signed his book, he signed it to Miss International World. So even somebody like that loved the concept of what we were doing.
Yeah, I do as well. I'm happy. So congratulations for the proclamation. You deserve it. And then another thing, like the People's Choice Award, that was a big thing. Aren't we? I don't know if it's all three girls or if it's just me, but
it's just you, because you raised the most money. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just for that specific part. So the Cannes. So what is the next trip? It's the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, well, the concert. I just got another email on that.
Yeah.
And I got somebody in California that keeps calling me on the Cannes Film Festival. But what I found out, okay, and I kind of knew this, but now I'm going to take it a step further.
Yeah.
It seems they work with a lot of charities.
Okay.
Now, this woman in California keeps saying, well, I saw what you guys did with the Royal Dames. How about doing it for my charity?
Oh.
And I know where that's leading, because she wants to go back to the Cannes. And I said, if I'm going to Cannes, I'm going to do it for the Royal Dames.
Yes.
I said, I'm not doing it for what you're doing. She was like, I said, well, if you want to jump ship, I said, you could definitely do that. And I explained to her what Royal Dames were all about. And I said, well, it's either the Oscars, not going to their pre-party. I said, I said, I really want to get to Cannes, okay?
Yeah.
And you can do I know Tina's thinking about that. I said, and you can do a fashion show there, but Cannes does deal with charities.
Oh, okay.
And I had an idea of it, but I didn't know the complexity of it. So I keep getting messages from, now that's one of the things that I really have to follow up with now is Cannes.
Yeah, because if we could do something and collaborate with like the Royal Dames, with the Cannes Film Festival,
Right, well,
raise money, something.
Carol had said something about that when I had her on the show. I said, Cannes, she said, yeah, we've been involved with them too. So Carol,
See,
is
there's a
all...
connection, I know.
Yeah, she's all over the place.
Yeah.
And when I told her that Auto Nation does something with, they do Susan G. Komen. She said, we've partnered with them too. And when I also told her that where I live, I said, the Wick Theater is right down the road from me. I said, I go there. I see her. She says, Marilyn Wick. She says, go in there and tell her you know me. I said,
everyone.
What?
Yeah.
Go in and tell Marilyn Wick you know me. She said, you'd be surprised. I said, I don't believe this. She knows the world.
Yeah, she really does. Yeah, because the Royal Dames have been around for I think 70-something years now.
Almost 75 years now. Yeah,
it's insane, and millions of dollars were raised for the cancer research. We have, I think, maybe 3 or 4 different molecules in our RD1 for Royal Dames 1, RD2 that are actually helping humans that are having different types of cancers. So it's
they're helping, and now there's supposed to be a vaccine coming out that if you get cancer, it can actually almost work like the flu shot, the COVID shot, where it'll just take those cells down, or it may even be a prevention shot. And they've got to work on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because, again, Carol's right. Those are the 3 words you don't want to hear.
Right.
I have cancer. I was so afraid when they were operating on my kidneys. I said, I hope I don't find no kidney or bladder cancer. That's what you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay? Because that's scary. Then you think about chemo, and you think about this. And, the girl that won the petite, okay, Tyler, her mother has stage 4 cancer.
I know.
It's metastasized. And that's a shame. Now, my cousin in Jersey had stage 4 cancer, but he's been in remission now for 6 years.
That's great.
Yeah, it is great. And I keep saying, Paula, how's Marvin? She said, he's doing great.
Good.
He works part-time job. My father had leukemia, lymphoma. He was in remission for 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and then at the end, it just started to metastasize. But you can stay in remission if you get the right treatment.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like heart disease. If you get the right surgeries, or you find the right ingredient, You can live with heart disease. A lot of people don't think that, but you can.
Yeah.
I'm living proof.
Yeah.
But anyway, tell our viewers about the Tower Club, because I brag about the Tower Club wherever I go.
So yeah, the Tower Club is a business and social club. It's been around for 52 years now. And we are affiliated with over 300 clubs nationwide. So we have country clubs, yacht clubs, university clubs, and city clubs basically in all of the cities. And actually a month and a half ago, we partnered up with this company called Onda, O-N-D-A.
I've heard of it.
And yeah, I don't know if I told you this. There was supposed to be an email, because you remember.
Right.
There was an email that came out from corporate. So basically, you have access to international private clubs now. So it's not just nationwide. It was nationwide like when you first joined. Now it's international. So we have Paris, we have Dubai, we have London, we have like I think there's like 30
We got
more.
Paris. Oh, that's where we stay for the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, is that crazy? So now we
That's
can use
crazy.
that. Yeah.
Because my friend's just got a condo and he's got 16 rooms. I said, I'm taking it over.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, you can stay there anytime. Now that you just said that, it's, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, we can look into that. And then we didn't have Miami at one point because I think it was called the Bankers Club. It closed, but now we have 2 new private clubs through Onda that members of the Tower Club can go to. Yeah, and then they're supposed to be very luxurious. I haven't been to any of them yet, but we just partnered up like a month and a half ago. So
you got one in
Paris.
Paris. And here's another thing. President Macron of Paris is unbelievable. And Al said, he said, sit down and write him a letter and tell him what your intentions are. I said, well, wait a minute. You speak the language. He says, oh, we could write it in French. I said, yeah, but then when I get the response back, he says, I understand the language. I'll tell you what he says. Mm-hmm. And somebody told me, do you want to go to Cannes Film Festival? Let him know you're coming with some very prestigious ladies.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we can definitely work something out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a thought with President Macron. Mm-hmm. That is a thought. And now with the town. Oh, boy, my wheels are already turning.
So many, like,
that's a weekend for me to take and do the job right.
Yeah, and then another thing that's happening this month is we have Charity Classic at the Tower Club.
Right.
So once a year, we always partner up with a different charity. We've done Dan Marino Foundation.
Oh, that's
Kids
great.
in Distress was last year.
Yeah,
this year
beautiful.
is the Broward Public Library Foundation. And this year...
Very well needed.
Yeah, right. And so far, I think we have about 170 or 180 members that already RSVP'd and got their tickets and VIP tables. But we're planning on about like 350 coming because it's the whole entire club. And it's going to be turned out. So it's like the theme is... Fables at the Tables or something. So basically,
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's gonna be one area where it's like Alice in Wonderland, one area where it's like Aladdin, and like it's gonna be all over the place. Like themes,
wow.
Pretty. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice.
Yeah.
And then right outside, we're gonna do. I collaborated with my exotic car group that I'm part of.
Oh, that's right.
And so we're gonna have like Lamborghinis, Ferraris. Like McLaren. So
it's the last day of September, right?
It's I think it's the 27th. I forget, but it's this month, and tickets are available. It's not just for members, guests, non-members, previous members.
Right.
It's a charity event, so we want to raise the most money that we can for the Broward Public Library Foundation. It's very important to us.
Right.
And so we're gonna have this like yellow brick road thing because like
that's great.
With all the cars, there's gonna be like a car show. So when you show up, you see all the cars, and then there's gonna be a DJ outside, and then we'll like walk you upstairs. We'll have somebody to like show you up to the tower.
So it's
club.
actually gonna start downstairs.
Yeah. The car show. It starts out with a car show.
So near where the garage is, or
yeah, like where the Regents Bank.
the Regents Bank is okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Regents Bank, and then outside, like on
right
that brick
there.
road.
Okay, that parking lot. Okay, I've got it. Yeah. What's the dress code on that one?
So a lot of people are actually dressing up as their favorite like fairy tale. Like they want me to wear the crown and like be Elsa or something,
Oh yeah, that's fairy tale. Okay, I gotta see. Oh wait a minute, Halloween. It's close to Halloween. Go to the Halloween shop.
Yeah, you see what I mean. So it's like that's kind of I think that's why they did that
Maleficent.
too.
That's evil. That's my favorite costume. I have it. So can't come as Maleficent. Let's see. I gotta think of something. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Roman has his wings, so I think he's gonna be an angel.
I do have wings home, but
so
I gotta
funny.
see if they're good.
Yeah,
I gotta
so
have one.
it's like it's probably gonna be like half people dressing up as their favorite character, or like from different
Right.
fairy tales, and then half you could, or you just want to wear like a nice gown and like dress
That's
up.
what I was thinking, yeah.
Either way, but I think I want to wear my crown, so I'm probably gonna.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah, with Halloween coming up, there's some. You can put so many costumes together. That's why with the parade of costumes, the girl said, "Oh, if I got to do something elaborate," I said, "No, you don't have to do anything elaborate." I said, "Now that the Halloween shops are open, you can go." I said, "Whatever the colors are of your country, I said, if you got something in your closet, just put a ribbon around it, wear a hat." I said, "And there you go, you got a costume."
Right.
Or if you want to go elaborate, you're more than happy to do so. Okay. Like Bahamas, she look at the big headpiece that she had on.
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, she really went elaborate. I think Teen United States did too, okay, because she's got Indian roots, so she did some. I love the parade of costumes. I thought it was great.
Yeah, and then Christine Kern, she did like a little reel. Did you see it? I thought it came out really
yeah,
nice.
she did Christine. Yeah, she did a little reel on that. Yeah, she was great with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's really good at creating content, for sure.
She's excellent on that. I've noticed that. She took a lot of my pictures and stuff and really created content with that. And the video came out great. It's a promo video.
Yeah.
So, which was
Oh
good.
yeah. Oh my God. I love those guys. They've done stuff for the Dining Divas
Najee?
before.
Yes.
Yeah. So great.
Yeah, they're great.
And
Yeah.
then so Charity Classic for the Tower Club, and then the next thing that's up, and it's this month as well, is the Royal Dames Luncheon, and
That I've already got my ticket.
yeah, me too. I got it. It's at the Four Seasons in
Seasons,
Fort Lauderdale.
which is beautiful.
I
Yeah.
know. I can't wait.
Beautiful.
I've been there before, but I haven't been there for like an event or anything yet.
Right.
So, but they always go all out. These Royal Dames.
Oh, the Royal Dames always go right out. Even when they did the rooftop over there by the mall, it's still one.
Oh yeah. That was a great event too.
Yeah, that was a great event,
Yeah,
and they go all out.
And they asked me to be a model, so they're going to do a fashion show.
Right.
So I'm going to be wearing a dress by the Pretty Nomad, which is also in Fort Lauderdale. It's a boutique.
Pretty Nomad, yes,
yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And it has all. They have gowns, dresses, clothing, purses, jewelry, you name it, brand names and boutique-y style. But it's really nice. So I have this gown that's like pink, like a hot pink.
I saw that. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I showed you? Okay, yeah. And then Dowd's Jewelry, because they're a member of the
Dowd's
Royal
Jewelry,
Dames,
yeah, beautiful.
They're gonna, all the models that are modeling that for the fashion show, they're gonna be like putting diamonds on us. So like we're gonna be like kind of, yeah. So we're gonna be representing Dowd's
that's great.
and the Pretty Nomad.
Well, we're doing, and it's funny you should mention that because we're going to be doing a fashion show for the 100 Successful Women, the gala, and of course Tina's going to do one show, but I would love to ask them, Nomad, to do to be part of that.
Yeah,
okay?
I think that'd be great.
Yeah,
Add
it
her
would be
in there.
great. Yeah, because we have models, and I'm sure they have models, so. It would be fantastic, and maybe Dowd's Jewelry might want to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, really dress it up, yeah.
Because they're going to be at that luncheon, so you're going to get to meet them. And
Yeah,
see, 'cause,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think that they're going to do like a speech, like because obviously we're modeling for them and their brand, so.
Right, which is going to be good. I know they'll go all out, okay? And I know they're already advertising for November the 22nd for their big gala that's coming
Tiara
up.
Ball.
Yeah, the Tiara Ball.
Yes,
That's,
I'm on the committee for that too, so I have to start working on that.
I
After
know.
Charity Classic, because Charity Classic first, and then I have to start raising more like money and like doing that. But yeah, I love the Tiara Ball. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite. Besides the Winterfest Boat Parade Ball,
Oh, God, that's
Yeah.
Studio 54 this year.
I can't wait.
Oh my God, that is going to be amazing. That's why Lisa said, Angela, I'm going to pick your brain. I said, no problem. I hung out in Studio 54. I was making everybody laugh. I said, Thursday night, I said, in Fort Lee, actually that was Palisades Park, was the soap factory. This was an actual factory that when they made soap, they turned it into a disco, okay? And all the big disco groups were there. Even Donna Summer appeared there. So Thursday night, it was the soap factory. Friday night, I slept. Saturday night was Studio 54, okay? And they got to know me so well, I didn't wait online, okay? They would see me, okay, come on in, And Studio 54 was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw like a documentary about it and like not a TV show, but like they made a movie about it.
Yeah,
So
they did.
All the celebrities would go.
Every
It's
celebrity
insane.
was there. They had that one back room where just the celebrities went. But once in a while, they'd come out and they'd be on the dance floor. But that was it. That was, like I said, Thursday night, the Soap Factory. Slept on Friday, and Saturday was Studio 54. Unbelievable. But that was the era of all, disco, all the clubs. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't only Studio 54. Limelight came up. Adam's Apple was the big one on 2nd Avenue. That had 3 floors to it. It was a restaurant, and then the disco was up on the 3rd floor. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, there was just so much that went on in New York City at that time.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Studio 54 was actually a theater. And then they made it
changed
into the disco.
Right.
But then it went back to becoming a theater. Because once the disco was over, the club, it was just a regular club.
Right.
Okay. And then of course you had the elite clubs like the 21 clubs and all of that. But it's gonna that is gonna be great when they said Studio 54. I said, that's it. Imagine people coming in with the wigs and the high shoes and
I still have to get my outfit. I have no idea what I'm going to wear, but
I have no idea. I know Al still got a wig that I said, take out them Halloween wigs. I said, because that's what you're going to wear. So it's going to be great.
Yeah.
But no, I think we're going to have a fantastic year with yourself and all the ladies. So Max is telling me we've got about 5 minutes left. So what would you want to tell our viewers, and what would you say to any young woman or any woman that would want to get involved with the pageant?
I would say to do it. It was a great experience for me, and I met so many amazing women from all over the world. What other chance can you do something like that? And relationships that I'm still friends with, like Miss Monaco and and others. And also, it was just like a great experience to raise money for my charity that I'm passionate about, and I would, and also opportunities will arise, right?
Yeah, opportunities will arise.
And if you wanted to continue, your modeling career or pageantry, you can move on to Miss Universe.
If you want to, after I tell the girls, I said, wait a year till you give up your title, and then after that, I mean, Vanessa now is going to wants to go to Miss USA. She wants to do that. So I tell them, I said, have your year with us, and then after that, I said, if you need us to write a letter or would do any recommendation, we'd be more than happy to do that. But you have me going now with this Cannes Film Festival and writing to President Macron. Now, that's it. And with the club over there,
yeah, the international, we have
my wheels are turning. Yeah. That's it. I got to take a weekend and just do that. But anyway, again, you're right. We're going to have a lot of opportunities. It's always a pleasure to have you on here.
Thank you.
We've got to get Roman on the show.
I know. Yeah, he's just focused so much on Charity Classic with the Tower Club right now. So he said after that, like after this month, he'll come on.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but anyway, you always have an open invitation to come on the show. Roman does. We're so happy to be associated with the Tower Club. So ladies and gentlemen, we had a very special show planned for you today. And of course, next week, we're going to have another special show. And remember to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel so that you can see this show and all the shows from Success Stories. So again, we want to thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week with another exciting show. Thank you so much.